You don't need to spend thousands of dollars in ads or software to sell digital products. Instead, I'm going to be sharing the only tools that you need to sell digital products this year. And most of these are 100% free to use, if not super low cost. Now, I'm going to be breaking these down into three categories. So the tools that you need to create your digital products, the tools that you need to market your digital products, and the tools that you need to sell your digital products. So be sure to check the description to get links to anything that I mentioned. So let's start with what you need to actually create your digital product. Now, I've done so many videos on creating digital products with AI, so I'm going to start with that. Claude AI. Now, obviously, there are other AI tools out there like Gemini and ChatGPT, which you can also use for free, but I am standing 10 toes down on Claude because it has been one of the best AI tools and software that I have used when it comes to helping me in my business, but also more importantly, creating digital products. Claude is a tool that you can use for free, or if you want to go to the professional paid route, very low cost. And honestly, by the time you create and sell your digital product using the methods that I teach on this channel, you will more than pay for the cost of the paid version of Claude. So Claude is going to be the first tool that I recommend for you to create your digital products. Now, if you're like, well, I have Claude, I don't know how to create digital products with Claude, then I recommend that you check out my product prompts. And these are going to be Claude AI prompts that you can use to actually create digital products. I have several prompts that you can use to create different types of products using Claude. So be sure to grab that in the description of this video. But first things first, I am definitely going to recommend Claude as one of the first tools that you use in creating your digital products. Now, with Claude, not only can you generate the digital product, but you can also do Claude design. Now, I believe that this is one of the paid options. I'm not completely sure if it's on the free account, but with Claude design, you can do things like creating your product mockups or even coming up with some design work around your digital product. Now, I have tested Claude design slightly, and I don't think it is as robust as what you will be able to do in Canva. So with that said, I recommend the second tool that you have is going to be Canva. And you can use Canva to create things like ebooks. You can use Canva to create things like your product mockups. There are so many things that you can do in Canva now. You can create videos, all kinds of things, and you can get a free account. So anything that you want to do as far as creating your digital product, you can certainly do with a free Canva account. You don't have to have a paid account unless you have like volumes and volumes of content and things like I have. However, you can use a free Canva account in combination with Claude to create your digital product and the assets around your digital products. When I say assets, I mean product mockups, any kind of branding material, logos, and all those things you can use in conjunction with Claude to create in Canva. Now, again, if you use the pro version of Claude, you will have access to that Claude design that will allow you to generate those mockups and other things, but I still use Canva on the day-to-day basis. So I would say you would want to have both, and both of those you can access for free. Now, these are the two primary tools that you are going to need to create your digital products. Even if you're creating something like a spreadsheet, you can create that in Claude. It will generate in Google Sheets, and you can sell that. Now, if you want to create something like an AI app, there are tools that you can access starting for free, such as Base 44, which is what I use for my AI apps. But if you're not creating anything like that, you won't need it. You literally could get away with just having Claude and Canva. So save your coins, and you're going to get the free version of Claude and also the free version of Canva as well. And then use it if you decide that you want to upgrade, great. But just know that your digital products sales can easily pay for the cost of the subscriptions. So those are the tools that I would recommend for making your digital products, creating those digital products. Now, the next thing that you need to have are tools that are going to help you market your digital products. Now, I have been very clear about my process for selling my digital products. I primarily use YouTube, and then secondarily, I use email, both of which are going to be free. And I'm going to tell you about the email platform next. But YouTube is obviously 100% free for you to start your channel and create videos. I, to this day, still use my iPhone to shoot my videos. So you don't need to go out and buy any fancy tools, any fancy equipment. You just need YouTube to market your digital products through your videos. Now, with YouTube videos, there's going to be some editing that you need to do. You're going to need to create thumbnails. Thumbnails you can create with Canva, which we've already established is something that you can do for free. So that's already taken care of. As far as editing, Most computers have editing software that's free. So with MacBook, you're going to have iMovie. If you have a Windows, there's going to be Windows Movie Maker. So there are free editing tools available, and I use those for the longest to edit my videos. However, you can also use a low-cost option that I use for my videos, which is a software called Descript. Now, this is a software that allows you to edit your video by text. So instead of me having to go through the video and looking at each frame, I can edit by transcript. I go in, look at the words that I want to delete, the sentences, the phrases, the retakes. I just delete it by text, and that is how I edit my videos. Now, this is not free. However, they do have low-cost options. Now, I'll leave a link below for you to try Descript, get a discount with my special link. However, just know that there are free options available to you for editing your videos if you want to use YouTube as your main marketing platform for your digital product, which is what I 100% recommend. Now, I do have my viral views toolkit that I will also leave in the description of this video that breaks down my entire process for creating YouTube videos, creating my thumbnails, all the tools and software that I use, most of which are also free, as I just mentioned. You can grab that link in the description of this video if you want to check out how to build your digital product business using YouTube. Now, let's talk about how to actually sell your digital product, because you can create a digital product, you can market it all you want, but if you don't have the system in place to sell it, it means nothing. So the one system that I use to sell my digital products is 100% free for you to get started with. I started on a free account. You can get started on a free account, and that is going to be System.io. Now, this is what we call a CRM, which allows you to not only sell your digital products and get it delivered to the customer, but it allows you to do email marketing. So once someone has purchased a product or gotten on your email list, you can now send them emails and sell more products. So in addition to YouTube selling your products, you can also leverage email. Now, System is 100% free to get started, up to 2,000 contacts. So if you don't have 2,000 people on your email list, you can literally start a free account today to start selling your digital products. Now, I have tried all the different software out there. In fact, before using System, I was paying $235 a month for my CRM to sell my products and my services and all the things. This has everything that my last software had for a fraction of the cost. So again, this is 100% free for you to get started. Once you get 2,000 subscribers, or if you want to start selling more digital products, you can upgrade to the next tier, which at the time of this recording is only $17 a month. And again, if you are selling digital products the way that I teach it, you would more than make that up within a month from selling digital products and using the strategy that I teach. So System.io is 100% free, and what I would recommend and what I use to sell my digital products. So those are the tools, the only tools that you need to sell digital products. You don't need to go out and get a fancy camera. You don't need to go out and spend thousands of dollars a day in ads to sell digital products. These are the simple tools that you need to market, create, and sell your digital products every single day. Now, of course, if you want my full breakdown of how I actually sell my digital products, check out this video.